What happened to Miss Angel Reese? She's all in Indiana during All-Star, and her Reebok campaign come to your track.
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious.
The basketball world is talking, and not in a good way. Reebok, now led by Shaquille O'Neal, has picked Angel Reese to front its big return to basketball, and the reaction hasn't been great. While standout players like Caitlin Clark are breaking records and Sophie Cunningham is building a strong fan base, Reese is making headlines for the wrong reasons, with viral moments that are drawing more criticism than support. Reebok is betting big on her with a signature shoe set to launch in 2026. But industry insiders are already skeptical, with some comparing the move to classic marketing flops like New Coke. At this point, it's less of a bold strategy and more of a questionable gamble. Think Reebok got it wrong? Let us know what you think.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat-out show versus Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. Boy, did they ruin Angel Reese's whole...
Every time Angel Reese steps on the court, it's not her plays, but her numbers that catch people's attention, and not in a good way. In just her second WNBA season, she's shooting only 31.5% on layups, which are supposed to be the easiest shots in basketball. What's even more surprising, she's attempting the third most layups in the whole league. It's hard to believe a 6 feet 3 inches professional missing simple shots at a rate that wouldn't be acceptable even in high school. This isn't just bad luck, it's a clear issue at this point. Watching her play feels less like basketball and more like something else entirely.
The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance. Check out some highlights for yourself. Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a super...
You can't make this stuff up. In a recent game against the New York Liberty, Angel Reese had a moment that's quickly becoming legendary for all the wrong reasons. In just 12 seconds, she missed 4 put-back shots in a row, with 2 blocked. So hard it looked like she was trying to score against a brick wall. The clip went viral instantly, but not as a feel-good highlight. Instead, it became one of those cringe-worthy videos set to clown music, popping up under titles like "When Basketball Isn't For You." Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is drawing comparisons to NBA greats and filling arenas without any need for missed shot montages.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Angel Reese picks it up when she's good at it. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious?
Some might say Angel Reese's 44.4% shooting from the field sounds okay at first glance. But here's the problem. Most of those shots come from right under the basket, where players usually make 70 to 80% of their attempts. Layups are supposed to be easy points, but Reese has somehow made them unpredictable. Watching her near the rim feels like spinning a slot machine. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. What should be a simple play has turned into a gamble, and right now, fans, coaches, and even Reebok don't seem very confident about placing their bets.
454, let's get it! Bang! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump, not great! Bang!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow!
Yeah! Again, do it for me, me bow! Bang!
Even the commentators, whose job is to make every play sound exciting, are having a hard time keeping it together when Angel Reese misses. These pros usually hype up even the smallest plays. But after another missed layup recently, one announcer Actually laugh, not a supportive laugh, but the kind that says, did that just happen? When the people paid to stay positive start laughing instead of calling the game. It's more than a warning sign, it's like a huge, flashing billboard outside Reebok saying, we really messed up.
With her dominant performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Linkers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record, look at her resume, and
social media hasn't missed a beat. Fans are creating full video compilations of Angel Reese's worst misses, complete with slow motion replays, zoom-ins, and circus music. It's turned into its own kind of viral content for Reebok, trying to bring back their basketball brand. This is the worst kind of attention. Instead of highlight plays or big moments, their star player is going viral for mistakes. And honestly, that's not the kind of buzz that helps sell sneakers. It's the kind that has marketing teams thinking about their next career move.
Inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury? Tyler Marsh,
if Angel Reese was dominating on a winning team, people might be more forgiving, but her team, the Chicago Sky, is struggling big time, sitting at a rough 7-21 record. Their play has been so weak it makes even practice squads look tough to beat. They've lost 8 games straight, and when Reese missed 5 games with a back injury, they didn't win a single one. So here's the odd situation. The team struggles with her on the court, but somehow does even worse without her. It's like being in a leaky lifeboat, you know it's sinking, but at least it's keeping you afloat for now.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts win.
Coach Tyler Marsh has tried to stay positive, but even his best efforts can't save this struggling team. When your offense relies on a player whose biggest headlines are missed shots right under the basket, the problems run deeper than just a weak bench. And remember, Reebok didn't just sign Angel Reese, they built their entire comeback around her. Shaq himself supported the move, planning to launch her signature shoe in 2026 and tap into Gen Z's hype. But here's the catch, that plan only works if she succeeds on the court. This isn't about Instagram like sits the WNBA, and in real sports, missed layups and becoming a joke for commentators don't sell sneakers.
New strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me-bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Burn! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Burn! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
To make things worse, Reebok CEO Todd Kinski compared Angel Reese to legends like Allen Iverson and Shaquille O'Neal, claiming she could change basketball culture. It sounds almost funny if it weren't so sad. Iverson and Shaq didn't just change culture, they changed the game by dominating on the court. Angel Reese's stats look more like blooper reels than Hall of Fame highlights. If she's changing culture, it's only by showing what not to do in pro sports. What began as quiet doubts is now turning into regret. Did Reebok really do their homework before backing her? Or were they just desperate for attention, picking the loudest name without checking if the performance matched? It's starting to look like a risky gamble by a brand chasing buzz, not success, and what they got is a costly, multi-year mess.
She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs. she did make 10 of 11 free throws, so that is good. 6 of 16 from the floor is not good at all. 0 of 1 from 3. She was a minus 11. Listen, man, Kiki area thing.
Angel Reese's back injury came at a surprisingly convenient time for everyone except Reebok. Injuries are never something to wish for, but in this case, her time off felt more like a much-needed break from the ongoing basketball drama. It wasn't just a rest for Reese, it gave fans, commentators, and meme makers a breather too. Just as social media was flooded with clips of her missed layups, she vanished from the court like a magician finally pulling off a decent trick. This break gave Reebok a chance to pause and wonder how they could sell sneakers tied to a player whose signature move seems to be missing easy shots. Plus, her injury meant she missed the highly anticipated game against the Indiana Fever. Fans were curious, not because it promised a close game, but because it was hyped as Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, a college rivalry mostly alive on Reese's Twitter. One player is changing the league and breaking records. The other is struggling just to make layups, so Reese sitting out probably saved everyone from what would have been the most one-sided game since Goliath got a second chance, blindfolded.